Good afternoon, boys and girls.
Hey, Miss Becky, I'm so excited to learn something with you.
Well, I'm glad you look so good today,
Thank
too.
you.
And then we have pretty Betty with us.
Hi! I'm so excited because it looks like you might have some seeds, and I love seeds! They're so yummy!
But you can't eat these seeds.
Why not?
No.
Oh,
man.
no. I'm not going to eat the seeds, but I'm going to eat those worms.
I know worms are so good and juicy, though, aren't they?
That's right.
But boys and girls cannot eat worms.
No.
No, just wait. Okay, so let's get started. Do you want to help me, Duke?
Sure, thank you.
All right. Here is we're going to call it a cultivator.
A what?
A cultivator.
Oh, my goodness, that's a really big word.
Yes. So I'm going to get some soil, and we're going to put it in this bowl. So you hang on there. Both of you, be good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's a good job, Miss Becky.
Got to put the soil in. Now, you got to make sure that your soil is good and loose when you plant seeds.
Okay, how
So-
you do that?
Okay, you got it. There we go. Now just dig in there just whoa, not so energetic.
Oh, dude.
Just a little bit.
Oh, just a little bit.
There we go. That's good. That
looks so fun.
I'll take the bowl back.
Okay.
All right. So now we have lima beans,
Those are the best!
I love lima beans.
but you can't eat these
Why not?
Why?
because they're not ready to eat yet. You
Ugh.
got to plant and let them grow.
Okay.
All right, so I brought this shovel because we're going to make a row right down this
Oh.
dirt. And you know, for lima beans, they have to be planted 1 to 2 inches into the soil.
Well, how do you know how much that is?
Well, I got a measuring stick.
Oh, you're really smart, Miss
Boy,
Becky.
you know, and so if you want to be accurate, you can use that. But after you plant so often, you know how deep to go. And then they need to be 4 inches apart. So
Can
you
I help
get
you
a
and
nice
poke
big-
a hole for you?
No,
Oh, man.
Betty. No.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Betty, you're not allowed to help. You're too messy. You're going to eat the seeds.
That's right. And
you
then
ruined
we
my
cover
plan.
them up. Now, I just covered it. Okay, I covered it with dirt. And then we're going to sprinkle with water.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then we have to wait and be patient for it to grow.
Okay, I'm going to wait. Ready? 1, 5, 4, 2, 8.
That isn't right, but it's not long enough yet.
I just haven't been
You
peanut
know,
butter.
it takes almost 7 to 14 days for these beans to sprout up.
That's a
out
long
of the
time.
dirt. That is a long
That's
time.
a really
Betty.
long time. Well, thank you, Miss
All
Becky.
right.
We're going to watch them grow.
All righty. We'll talk to you later.
Breaking news from Jerusalem Central. A farmer is learning his lesson after planting his seeds a few different ways. Bird Brain Betty is on site now.
Dixie, there is a good seed planter, also known as a sower, getting ready to plant his seeds. Some of the seeds fell out on the side and, well,
Yes, Betty? Well, what?
well, I know it's not very professional, but I was really hungry.
Betty, you didn't.
I did. They were just there and they looked so yummy.
Betty, you better find the sower and apologize.
You're right. I'll keep you posted.
Thank you, Betty. We will continue to track this story as it develops. Meanwhile, there are lots of thorns near the highway this time of year. If you are able to help with the weeding, please call 888-555-5555. This is Dixie reporting to you live from Jerusalem Central.
Hello and everyone, welcome to the lab. I'm Professor T, and I have a couple helpers with me today, so I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Who do we have over here?
Isabella.
Isabella! And who do we have over here? Elijah. Well, it is so good to have you all join me today in the lab. We have something fun. As we're learning is you will always harvest what you plant. So we're gonna do some planting today. Have you guys ever done planting before?
Yes.
What have you planted?
Strawberry.
Strawberries. Ooh, I love strawberries. What have you planted, Elijah?
Avocado.
Avocados. I love avocados. Today, we're not going to plant either of those. What we are going to plant is a lima bean. Have you guys ever planted a lima bean before? You have? Oh, we're going to do it again. You're going to be a professional. All right, so what we're going to start with, you're going to grab your pot. You're going to put some dirt in the pot. So dig your hand in there or put your pot in the dirt. Whatever you got to do, go ahead, get some dirt inside your pot. All right, very, very well done. Now what I need you to do is put your finger right in the middle and make a little hole in your dirt. Very well done. Now I need you to take one lima bean and drop it in the hole. There you go, and then just gonna take the dirt and fill it over the top of the hole. And then go ahead and take a little bit of your water on the side and just put a few drops on top of your dirt. That way our plant can grow up nice and strong. And then over the next couple of weeks, we'll see something grow. What do you think's gonna grow out of here?
A lima.
Are you
Lime.
sure? Are you
Yes.
sure?
Yes.
Is it gonna be a strawberry plant?
No.
Is it gonna be an avocado plant?
No.
And that reminds me that our hearts have to be like good soil. When God tells us to do something, should we do it?
Yes.
So when we plant kindness and all those things, then kindness will come out of us, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, now we're gonna watch these plants grow, and we're gonna remember every time we see a plant, what you harvest.
It's what you plant.
Yes, we will always harvest what we plant. Well, thanks for joining me in the lab today.
Thank you.
Bye.
Breaking news from Jerusalem Central. The sower has been busy but has made a few more mistakes today. Bird Brain Betty has more information.
Yes, Dixie, I followed the sower and he keeps dropping his seeds. After dropping them on the road, a few of them fell between the rocks. A small plant will grow, but it won't be strong enough to live. Once the sun hits it, it will wither away because the roots are not strong enough.
Wow, Betty, that's horrible. Does he have a hole in his seed bag? Why is he being so wasteful?
I'm not sure, but that's not all. I found some more near the thorns. Those thorns are mean and, well, not literally, but thorns will grow faster than the seed and take over the area. The plants from the seed will get choked by the thorns and die.
This guy doesn't seem very smart, Betty. Don't farmers know how and where to plant their seeds?
Most of them do, but Duke and I learned how important it is to grow seeds from Farmer Becky. She said to make sure that the seeds are nice and covered so they can grow properly. I will keep following the sower and find out what happens next.
Thank you, Betty. Let us know as soon as you find out more details. Well, you heard it here first, folks. This is Dixie reporting live from Jerusalem Central.
All right, boys, you ready for our memory verse?
Yeah!
All right, so this is found in Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, but we're not just going to say the verse. We're going to put some actions to it. So you guys want to help me with that?
Yeah!
All right, so say Galatians 6, 7.
Galatians 6, 7.
You will
You will
always harvest
always harvest
what you plant.
what you plant.
All right, that was really good. We're going to say it one more time, and then I have a fun activity for us to do. So Galatians 6, 7.
Galatians 6, 7.
You will
You will
always harvest
always harvest
what you plant.
what you plant.
All right, very well done. So first of all, I have some dirt in here, right? Because planting requires dirt. We have a lot of these pots here, but I need them filled up with dirt. So grab some plants, or grab some of these pots and fill them up with dirt, all right? All right, and I have our memory verse on different flowers right here. And what I need you to do is put this verse in the right order by sticking these in the plant, just like that. Can you guys do that? All right, so I'm gonna give you a few. I'm gonna give you a few. Go for it. Awesome job. Woo! Good job, boys.
Busy to be here bringing you facts about bees. I buzzed over to the family hive the other day and found out some interesting information about my ancestors' stores. Even though you can only see 2 of my eyes, bees have 5 in total. We have 6 legs because we are insects. Did you know that male bees in the hive were called drones way before they became popular as a flying machine? All of the women bees are called worker bees, except one of them. The most important one of all is our queen bee. She can lay up to 2,000 eggs in one day. She's a hard worker too. We can fly up to 20 miles an hour to find flowers with nectar. Did you know that honey has different flavors? The flavor of the honey depends on what type of flower that the nectar is from. My favorite nectar is peach. We love blue and lavender flowers the most. If people have lots of flowers in their gardens, we like to visit them often. I try to be really careful and not sting anyone, because if I do, then I will die. How horrible would that be? There are over 20,000 types of bees, and we live all over the world except in Antarctica. It's way too cold there. My friends and I prefer the warmth. We fly around together and collect nectar to make honey. We didn't know how to make it right away. The older bees taught us how. We bring the nectar back to the hive and put it in the honeycomb. That makes honey for you to enjoy. We hope that you are good sowers of your seeds so we can get the nectar from them. Remember to plant them in good soil so they can grow nice and tall. Well, friends, those are just a few fun facts about bees. I need to get busy and find out about some other animals. Thanks for buzzing around with me. I'm Busy the Bee.
Breaking news from Jerusalem Central. The sower finally planted the seeds correctly. He arrived at the farm and planted the seeds in good soil. These seeds will grow for sure, and it will produce a great crop for our farmer, even enough to feed a lot of people. For more information about this story, read Matthew 13, 1 through 23. This is Betty reporting live from Jerusalem Central. Hey everyone, it's Duke and Miss Stephanie. And do you remember the Bible story we're talking about today, Duke?
Yes, I do.
What one is it?
To make sure that you plant things in good soil.
You're right, and today we're gonna make some good soil. Does that sound tasty?
It depends on what we're growing.
Depends on what we're growing. Well, let's take a look and see what we're gonna do. So we're gonna make our good soil in these cups.
That's okay.
And the first thing we're gonna use is crushed up Oreos. I took some Oreos earlier and put them in a bag and smashed them up. So we smashed them up real good, and now we're gonna put them in our cups, and we're just gonna put a little bit because it's kind of like rocks. Here, I'll give you the bowl. Here, I'll put it out right there like that for you. There we go, I'll hold your cup. Oh, Perfect. You have a lot of rocks in yours.
Did I make too many? 'Cause you gotta have some.
Yeah, I have some, but I'll just leave a little bit because we're gonna need a little bit for the end too.
Thanks, Miss Stephanie.
We'll get a little
Sometimes
less.
I get a little too excited.
So next we're gonna put in some dirt. Okay?
Real dirt?
Well, I have some pudding dirt.
That's okay.
That sounds good. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit here in the bottom. And do you want me to scoop yours for you?
Sure, that's nice.
Okay, so we'll put a little bit in here. We'll kind of
That looks so
squish
yummy.
it
I love
around.
chocolate.
Yes, and this is a very, very chocolatey snack. So then we have some peanuts, and these are gonna be like seeds.
Oh, that's good because you gotta plant them in good soil.
And do you think pudding is a good place to put some seeds?
That sounds good
Some
to
peanut
me.
seeds, me too. So here you go. There's your cup. Go right ahead. Perfect. That looks delicious. So now we're gonna top our seeds. What do we have to put on top of seeds?
More soil.
More soil. So we're gonna go ahead and put some more.
You know what happens if you don't put soil on top of the seeds?
What?
Birds come and eat them.
You're right. You're right. Birds can come and eat them. They can
And Bird Brain Betty would eat it.
get. Bird Brain Betty would eat all those seeds. You know she loves her seeds. So now we have that, and now, what are some things that might be in the dirt with our seeds and our rocks and our soil?
I don't know.
Here's a little clue.
Oh, I love worms.
Worms, yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some worms
I'm gonna
on my
find some
soil.
worms.
You're gonna find some worms. Were you gonna look for worms in that plant?
Well, now I'm gonna look for worms on the floor.
Oh, well, why don't we just use some gummy worms? They probably taste good. Would you like to try one?
Please.
Here you go.
That's so yummy.
That's so yummy. Perfect. So here's some for you to put inside of your pot or inside of your mouth. That's good too. But why don't we put a few of them at least into our good soil? Perfect. That's great. Now we're gonna cover it up, finish with the rest of our soil. So I'm gonna do one more little scoop. And
That
now,
looks so yummy.
it does look so yummy. We're gonna finish with some more little Oreo crumbles. You wanna put the rest on top of yours?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean on top of your mouth, Duke. I meant on top of your little soil cup.
Oh, okay.
Oh, perfect. I'll put a few extra on there for you.
Thank you.
Great. And now, since our seeds have been growing and they have rocks and some worms to hang out with, we have little pumpkins.
It's a miracle.
I'll put a pumpkin on yours from mine.
Oh, thank you, Miss Stephanie.
That's perfect. So now we have a bunch of ones that we can share with our friends.
Oh, look how yummy that looks.
Should we go call Bird Brain Betty and tell her we have some seeds for her in the soil?
Oh, that would be nice. Let's follow.
Okay. We'll see you later, boys and girls.
Bye-bye.
We've heard a lot of exciting things from Bird Brain Betty and Dixie about the sower and the seed, but I would like to read that story right here from my Bible. The Bible truth is actually a parable told by Jesus himself. Jesus went out of his house and sat by the sea. There were many people gathered near him. He got in a boat and sat down and to talk from the boat while the people were at the shore. I'm going to stop for a minute. You know why he did that? It's amazing. Back then they didn't have microphones, but the water actually amplified his voice and they could hear him better. He started to tell them parables. Do you remember what a parable is? A parable is a story to teach us about God's love and how to live our lives. He started the parable with this sentence: there once was a sower. A sower is just a harder word for planter, who went out to sow, to plant. Not like a sewing machine, but sowing as in planting. As he planted, some of the seed fell by the road, and all of the birds came and ate them. Some of the seeds fell on the rocks. They did not have much earth between them. They grew fast and did not have enough soil to live. The sun scorched the plants, and they withered away. Some of them fell on thorns, but the thorns choked them and they died. Then the sower, remember, he's just a planter, finally planted the seed in good soil. They made a great crop. Some of the seeds grew 100 times. What? That's kind of weird. That's right. If you plant one lima bean, a whole plant with lima beans will grow. Well, what does Jesus say next? Verse 9 says, "He who has ears to hear, let him hear." The disciples were confused and asked Jesus why he taught these parables. Well, Jesus taught in parables so we can learn about life on earth and life in heaven. So what does the sower and seed mean for us? When we learn about Jesus, we have a choice of what to do with the lesson. Are we going to take what we learn and just drop it on the road? That would be like studying for a spelling test and not remembering how to spell the words 2 days later. We could drop our information on the rocks or thorns, remember the story and not do anything about it. That would be like staring at an Oreo and not eating it. That would be horrible. What Jesus wants us to do with this parable is to take things we learn and plant them in our hearts. When we read the Bible and learn about Bible truths, there is always a lesson to learn. Most of all, we have to learn how to live for Christ. Have you made that decision yet? Have you accepted Jesus in your life and in your heart? Let's pray together now. God, thank you so much for all of the things that you teach us, and I just ask that we plant the things that you teach us into our hearts. And as we make a commitment and a promise today to serve you and to love you, we thank you for dying on that cross and forgiving our sins so we can live together in heaven with you. If you prayed that prayer with us, we want to know about it. Make sure you tell us on Facebook or even write us some snail mail.
Oh, why is it taking so long?
I'm waiting for the lima beans. Waiting for the lima beans. Waiting for the lima bean to grow. Roll, roll.
Well, you know you have to be patient.
Well,
I know it's so hard, isn't it?
we've been waiting for like 30 seconds.
I know. But you know, I'm sorry it takes a lot longer than that, but I went and got you some lima beans that you can eat right now.
Oh, thank you, Miss Becky.
Aren't they good?
That's so yummy.
Yes.
You're the best, Miss Becky. Thanks for teaching us.